The special advisor to Oyo State Governor on Security, Fatai Owoseni, joins me on the news. Good to have you join us.
Good evening.
Good evening. So I want to begin with the security meeting we understand was held in Oyo State. I just want to confirm if that is related to the planned nationwide protest. What more details can you give us?
What we had in Ibadan yesterday was an interaction. And just like we put it yesterday, interaction with an array of the people in the state, to share the lessons learned from the NSAS with them, and of course, to prepare ourselves, to be more proactive, to prepare ourselves of the impending protests that they want to make. And we emphasized to our people, the leadership of the different markets, the transport union, the local government chairpersons, the bankers forum. We emphasize to them that the essence of the meeting is not just to, stop anybody from exercising his or her fundamental right, but to remember that while exercising their right, other people also have a right to go about their lawful business without let or hindrance. And that was the essence of the interaction we had with the people of Oyo State. And, behind that, the police, the DSS, they've also been meeting with the different groups to let them know that, any protest that will snowball to criminality won't augur well for this nation at this particular time. And, it's just unfortunate that when we do protest here and we say, protest against government, it's not everyone involved, it's not on a common purpose. Some people have a purpose to go and loot, to go and steal, while some people have, genuine interest to say, okay, we want to let government know that things are not going right. And if you follow, we always want to compare with ourselves with other clients. Where you want to protest and you want to march on the street, that will make people to hijack your protest and loot people's shops, cause mayhem, kill people, that will amount to criminality.
Mr. Owoseni, if I may come in, because I've listened to people who have said the responsibility of the police in times, in protests is de-escalation, or in any situation, is first de-escalation and not escalation. And the times where you have had hijack of protests is when the police takes on, an escalation role instead of a de-escalation role. How do you respond to that?
You say it's because we don't understand ourselves. And you're going to talk from experience. When you talk of de-escalation and that police escalate things, the reason for that is the mistrust, between the government institutions and the people. And the fact that, like I said, the protesters don't even have a common purpose. If you can recall, or Nigeria will recall, Mumu Dondu, which was spearheaded by my brother, Two-Face. I was the commissioner of police in Lagos then. Even when Two-Face came out to say, look, I've made my point known. I don't think I want to come out again to march on the street so that hoodlums will not hijack it. Some people still went ahead. And as the commissioner of police in Lagos, I gave them, the opportunity to do that. I was even the one that negotiated that the National Stadium should be open for them to hear their views. And thinking that after that, they would disperse. While we were at the National Stadium, some of them were calling some other guys and saying, look, we are going to march to Ojota. And having realized that moving from National Stadium to go to Ojota, we're going to cause a lot of trouble. They will damage things, they will break people's cars and whatever. I took over the leadership of the group, and I moved them. I was in front in my uniform as the Commissioner of Police in Lagos. I moved them to the National Theatre, where they can vent their angers, where they can talk. Meanwhile, some of them were still agitating they want to go to Ojota. But we manage it in a way that even no single tear gas is shown. So it's difficult to manage people in this country. So not having a common purpose. The genuine organizers will have a purpose, a genuine purpose. But there were people waiting to catch up on that and turn it into another thing.
We'll continue to see how security agency, will respond to this. Thank you so much for your time. I know we'll speak to you more often in the course of this. The Special Advisor to Oyo State Governor on Security, Fatai Owoseni. Thank you for your time.
You're welcome.